Hi, it's me, Alejandra, and it's such a shitty rainy day in Copenhagen today. Welcome to my channel. We talk about sustainable fashion and home interior and life in general, and today we're gonna talk about Facebook Marketplace finds or potential finds, because these are things that I haven't bought, but I'm thinking about buying, and I'm not gonna buy them all, but I might buy maybe one thing or two, and I wanted to share them with you because last week I got an email from one of you subscribers, and this makes me super happy, I must say. I think it's fun when you reach out in the comments or on Instagram or somewhere else, and I think it's fun to kind of see who you are and get to know you a little bit. This girl Jenna wrote me and asked what I thought about these chairs. She wanted to know whether she should buy them or not. I said yes, and my recommendation was to see if she could get them for a little cheaper, because I think the price that the seller was asking for was 300 euros, which is around 3,000 kronor, and that I think is a little too much for chairs. But she also lives in Switzerland, and I know that the market can differ between countries. But this made me think about all the Facebook Marketplace things that I have saved and that I've been fantasizing about owning, and things that I would like to buy for my home. And I also thought that I would open up and see if anyone else has things that you would like us to discuss on my channel, and if you want my advice and my opinion on things, you are very welcome to reach out. My email is a@alejandracerda.co. It's co, not com. And send me an email and attach photos of the things that you are wondering whether you should buy or not, and maybe we'll do a new video with the things from your marketplace or from your Craigslist or whatever you are located in the world. But let's dive in and see what I have saved. I have been looking for the perfect couch for, I don't know, I feel for so long. It's been so long since I started my hunt, and I find it so hard to find a good and nice couch because, as you know, I'm trying to be very mindful when I buy things, and I prefer to not buy things new but to buy them secondhand. And couches are quite expensive, also when bought secondhand, if it's like a designer couch, and they are big, so you have to kind of plan for the delivery. It's not something that I can just go and pick up by myself. And I don't know, it's very hard with couches, and we have actually owned so many different couches. My husband actually called me like a couch collector a while, because at one point in our old apartment we had like 4 couches at the same time, and it wasn't meant to be that way, but I was moving out from my office space where we had 2 couches, and then I had 1 couch at home, and then I think we bought one that we wanted to keep or something like that. It was a mess. We had like 4 couches in our living room, and it wasn't that big, so that was a bit insane. I did see this one the other day, and I thought it had something, but I don't like the fabric or the color, and they also said that it had some signs of wear, so I guess it's also a case where you have to reupholster the couch, which can be also quite expensive. I know how to sew, and if it's not too complicated, I might be able to do it myself. This looks like it's only like cushions, basically, like it's not attached to the frame, which I think should be quite easy for me to fix myself. I think actually this one is quite far from Copenhagen where I live, so I might not be able to buy this exact one, but I wanted to show you this one because I want to know what you think about it. There is something appealing with the wood frame that you can see, and that it has a different shape. I feel a lot of couches, which is I feel there is like a gap on the market or in the market. I feel like if a business would come up with couches that have fun fabric and that are like just a little bit different from what is out there already, and still have the same price point, which they should be able to have, because it doesn't cost much to have like green fabric instead of gray, because all couches in Copenhagen or in Scandinavia are gray and beige. Some of them are white, but mostly I see gray couches, and it's honestly so boring. And I know they think it's like a safe choice, but I don't want to be safe with my couch. I want my couch to be like the queen of the room, because a couch takes up so much space, and I feel it is already a statement piece just because of its size. So it should like carry themselves with that grace, you know? But I thought this one was interesting, and it's from a brand called Studio David Tulstrup, so I guess it's a Danish local brand, and the model or the style is called Mooner. I think it was very cute and cool. What do you think? Is this a yes or a no? I think it's cute, and it's hard with couches. We currently have one that is in a tan color, like a beigey, brownish, mustardy almost color. And it's fine, but I would like to have something that is a little bit deeper, so we can kind of be in the couch, lying down and reading a book at the same time, because now it's only really for one person. And because of the way our living room, like the layout of our living room, I think a deeper couch would make more sense, because we have more space in this direction, like in the depth of a couch direction, than what we have in that direction. So I think that would make sense to have that. Let me know what you think. Not too long ago, I talked about making a new updated video about lamps. I haven't done that yet, so if you think I should do that, let me know. But I saw this lamp on Facebook Marketplace, and I think it's super cute. It's called Hive. It's by the brand Verpan, and it's designed by Werner Panton. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. And they say it's yellow, but it looks almost a bit green to me. But I think it's meant to be yellow because it's called Hive. And I guess the design has something to do like with a beehive. I think there is something nice that it looks a little interesting with the different layers, and that it has light coming both downwards and also to the sides. I think that could create a cute feeling in the room. What I was thinking about was that I do like pendants in the ceiling that aren't necessarily like in the middle of a room or like over a table, but that are in the corner of a room. I think that is very nice. And I want to do that both in the living room where we are right now, and also in my guest room. In my old apartment, I actually had two pendants as bed lights, and I just attached them super easily with these sticky hooks where you have like glue on one side and then there's a magnet holding a hook. And I thought that was very smart, and it was very cute, and it is fun to use the ceiling space and have something coming from that direction instead of having everything like on the walls. So I'm thinking about doing that as well in our bedroom. I also think it's fun to have like a huge giant floor lamp next to your bed if you have the space. I think that's also a fun idea. These two cute chrome chairs in red fabric, they look very like old cinema, and I saw them today, and they are not too far from where we live, and they are only a few hundred. I think they were like 300 or something. They're probably not like any fancy brand or anything. They're just cute, and I thought that maybe I should buy them. And I'm not sure whether we would use them as dining chairs, because they don't really match the room, but I don't know. There is something cute with this. I don't know. It looks like a cinema to me, like the chairs you could find in a cinema. I saw this fringy lamp on Facebook Marketplace, and they wanted, I think, 700 for it. And then they also stated that it was from a super nice interior store here in Copenhagen called Beau Marché. It's owned by a French family, and I think I have talked or at least mentioned them in a video before. It's my favorite store here, and they also have a little cafe, and it's everything is so aesthetic, and everything is so cute, and everything is so like I want to live in their store, you know. I looked on their website, and they actually have it on sale now for 440, which is half the price. It's quite simple, and I was thinking about whether this is something I can make myself, but then I was like, oh, it's nice to not do everything myself. You know, I do everything myself because I don't have a lot of money, and sometimes I feel it's easier to just do things myself. For instance, I cut my own hair, and that's also because I haven't found a good hairdresser in Copenhagen who knows how to cut curly hair, and it's quite expensive to go to a hairdresser here in Copenhagen, and to not be like happy with the result doesn't make any sense to me. In the beginning, I went to Malmö to have my hair cut, but then I learned how to cut my own hair, and I've been doing that for, I don't know, a year, 2 years. But back to the lamp, what do you think? I think it's cute. It reminds me of Cousin It. Is it Cousin It that is the hairy one? And I like lamps. Obviously, we have talked about lamps many times here before. And I like them because they are like small accessories that you can add to a room. And I want lamps that don't look necessarily like a traditional lamp. So I thought this one was fun. I also found these chairs, also from the same store, and someone is selling them secondhand now on Facebook Marketplace. These are like classic restaurant chairs, and my husband really wants chairs in this style. And the ones that they are selling are in this burgundy color, and they also have them in a darker brown color, and these were quite cheap. The ones when you buy them new from the store are quite expensive, I think, or you know, chairs are expensive. I think the price in store is 1,200 or 1,300 or something like that, and these were on Facebook Marketplace for 350, so it's quite cheap. So I was thinking about whether I should buy them and surprise my husband, but I'm also a little unsure because they have this kind of red tone to them, and the rest in our room is like a different wood color. So not that everything needs to be the same, but I don't know if it's gonna be too much of a clash against the dining table that we have. But they are nice. What do you think? Should I buy these? Oh, I also have to show you this amazing chair. They say on Facebook Marketplace that they bought it from this little secondhand store in Italy, and I feel a lot of Danes, or not a lot, but I have seen 1 or 2 stores here in Copenhagen, or I don't even know if it's stores or if it's just like people that go to Italy and buy Italian vintage pieces and then sell them here. And this chair is just so amazing, and it seems like it folds out into a bed, and that's also a dream that I have, to have a chair that folds out into a bed. I don't know why, but it feels very smart to have one of those. We do have guests sometimes, but we also have a room with an extra bed, and we also have like an air mattress, and we have a couch. So I don't know if I need to host like 5 people at the same time. Usually when we have guests coming, they're like 2. But I don't know, it feels cool, and it's so chunky and chubby and cute, but still elegant. I just love this chair. I think it's super cool. This is something I will definitely not buy because it's too expensive and we don't need it. But I wanted to show you that one because I think Facebook Marketplace in Copenhagen is super nice. Here's also something that I'm not gonna buy, but that I thought it was very cute, and it's this little hand wash thingy in light blue. And I don't know if you know, but I live in an apartment with the tiniest bathroom, and I haven't owned a bathroom, but I also haven't owned a bathroom with a tub in 10 years maybe, and I really miss it because I am a big fan of having a bathtub. And since we have this super tiny bathroom, I have like jokingly said to my husband that we should like have it be super tiny but then make it super fancy. So maybe have like dark tiles on the walls, and like have maybe a radio in the shower, and do like a sauna situation, and have lights, like a very sexy moody light situation in the super tiny bathroom. It wouldn't make sense financially. It would probably make more sense to renovate so we can expand the wall a little bit, but also we can't really do that too much because of the layout of the apartment and the kitchen being there, and a door going to the backyard and different things. But we have seen our neighbor downstairs renovate his apartment to make the bathroom a little bigger, but he also moved a wall, and it seems like it was quite a lot of work. And I don't think I want to remove a wall because I want my kitchen and my guest room to be separated. But yeah, wouldn't this be fun to have? This is something I have been dreaming of. Not necessarily these nightstands, but nightstands, because we have lived in this apartment 3 years now, and we don't have nightstands. We have 2 small stools that I bought on Facebook Marketplace super quickly when we had just moved in to have something, and then they have just stayed there, and they are fine. But the issue is that they are designed in a way so the seat, because they are meant to be seated on, it slants, which is super comfy for your butt, but it's not super comfy when you are in bed and you want to have your cup of tea there, because it's gonna be tilted. So I was looking at these nightstands and thinking about buying them, but I'm also interested in buying a small little shelf thing that I can attach to the wall to keep the floor open. But it's also nice with a little drawer to kind of put your glasses and things in there, especially if you have guests and you have like, I don't know, a messy nightstand. You can just like throw everything in the drawer. I don't know, what do you think? They might be a little too bulky, and I might not be in love with the color. I'm not sure. I haven't decided. What do you think? That was it for today's video.